Do you want to talk about Doge? I could just riff on that a little bit.
Sure, we can clip it up into its own thing too if you want. Or
Cool. So I'll make it really quick. I've got the Doge tracker here, Department of Government Efficiency website.
hmm
Um, so I've been following all of their posts on X. It's been cool to see a lot of this progress being made. There are definitely some things I wonder about, like obviously USAID was one of these things that was heavily scrutinized over the last couple of weeks because of all of these different payments to other countries that we're supposedly like in competition with, but we're giving them like tens of billions of dollars in random contracts. And there was a lot of things that I was like, um, you know, some of this stuff looks really, really wacky. But then there are some things where I'm like, are we throwing the baby out with the bathwater? Maybe like the USAID probably does some good. It's probably not all junk. Um, but all that aside, obviously there's tons of waste in our government. There's tons of fraud. There's tons of kind of corruption, like people just lining their own pockets with taxpayer dollars. And so it's just kind of cool to see this website that they put out tracking all of the progress. So um, their
Yes,
mandate
interesting.
is to operate until July 4th, 2026. So they've got 510 days left. So far, they've saved 36 billion in taxpayer dollars, which equates to $244 per taxpayer, which doesn't seem like a lot right now. But I mean, if somebody told me that I had to give $244 to the government to just be wasted on random junk, I'd be like, no, that's stupid, right? Like I'm not doing that. But yeah, so we'll see. This number is going to grow. I mean, if they do hit their $2 trillion goal here, which if we save 2 trillion dollars in government spend, that supposedly solves our debt crisis, which is awesome. We'll have a balanced budget. That'll have a lot of positive effects for the country. But some of this stuff is really interesting. They list all of the different sort of things that they're saving money on. So the Trump administration federal employee buyout program, that's supposedly a $30 billion saving. NIH research administrative overhead, $4 billion. Office of Personnel Management DEI contract, $516 million. Whoops. And they link to all of this stuff on X, so you can click any one of these and like see the tweet that details the exact thing. But yeah, huge numbers here, kind of just being wasted. So
They're they're mandated to end in July of 26? Why is that?
yep,
Do you know?
yep, yeah, mandated to end in July 4th, 2026, right here.
Why is that?
That's just probably how long it will take to go through everything and do it. Once they go
Okay.
through it, they probably don't need to be there anymore.
Okay. Gotcha.
Suppose.
So it's just a cleaning up of a budget pretty much.
Yeah, it's an audit. So they're going
Okay.
through basically everything that taxpayer money is going toward, and just making sure that
Yeah.
it's being used properly
Gotcha.
and it's not being wasted or spent on stuff that people like no taxpayer would actually um, approve if they
Gotcha.
knew about it.
Gotcha.
Another way
Yeah,
to
it's
think about
interesting.
this that I thought was really interesting was like if you think about $36 billion, like let's say over someone's lifespan they pay $300,000 in taxes. Um, if you take that and you let's say you divide 36 billion by $300,000, I don't know exactly what that comes out to, but let's just say let's just assume it's 10,000 taxpayers. That's basically like, I mean, if you told me that 10,000 people, 100% of their tax money was going to go toward stuff that it should never go toward, just like total waste, or maybe it's just total corruption. Like it's just going directly into the pockets of politicians that are corrupt. I mean, I would be pissed if I was one of those 10,000 people. I would be so upset. I'd be like, so you're telling me all this money that is being taken out of my paycheck and be taken out of, sales tax and all of these other things is just essentially going to like some grifter and I'm making them rich. That's horrible. That would make me so upset. Um, so that's another way to look at this rather than the sort of spread across all
I
tax.
mean, for a taxpayer, like that's the 30 billion, that's a lot of money. So thanks for sharing with me and the audience. So cool, cool
Yeah,
to see.
absolutely.